Good morning, good evening, or good night to the lovely people watching. I thought I'd never make a YouTube video like this, but I guess it's about time to give you some dating advice. So, the title of this video is Go Talk to Her. And that's precisely what we're going to do today. We're going to speak about going to talk to her and what happens. And I'm going to speak some personal experience too. I have no idea how many times I have failed when it comes to this topic. I remember the first time I've ever tried to cold approach a woman. Oh, I remember that so specifically. I was on the train, and across from me sat this beautiful woman. And I got eye contact with her, but immediately I just looked out the window and pretended she didn't exist. And I was sitting there, back and forth, contemplating on speaking to her. It went such a long pause in my brain that I waited for the next train stop. I didn't know I wasn't even gonna fucking go off on that train stop. I didn't go off on that train stop. I just moved from this one to the next cart. But I took the opportunity where it's like, hey, yo girl, I thought you were beautiful. I just wanted to get your phone number. She just rose her hand and just pointed out she was married. And I was just like, all right, that's cool. And then I just awkwardly walked away and I went into the next cart. My heart was beating throughout my chest. 4 months later, I started laughing about it because I was like, bro, that wasn't me. That wasn't me being authentic. That was just me being fake, doing what someone else told me to do. That's on the next step or the next point anyway. Be yourself. I mean, of course, when you're at home, you are your true self. Compared to when you're out in public, you are, of course, masked on and you're faking a little bit, because if I was myself in public, I would be in the mental hospital less than 10 minutes and the police would be called. And that's the thing. Be yourself, be authentic. And then you might be saying, okay, fine. If let's say I am myself and I'm being authentic and I don't really overthink it, what's the next step? Next step is let life be life. Don't go hunting for women. Because the moment you start hunting women, you put them on this sort of pedestal in your brain, which is like, yeah, women are everything. On that pedestal, you should put yourself and your family first and your goals, because women will come later. The moment you stop seeking them out is the moment you'll find the perfect woman. Either if you are broke, you're rich, or you're in between. But if you were to find a woman, if you were, let's say you are on a dating app, okay, go for it. You have a dating app. Let's say you haven't tried a dating app. I would recommend going to try some dating apps. I would recommend failing and falling, going through the awkward times, fucking it up, making beautiful moments, have a heartbreak in order to understand things. If you were to seek a quality woman out, not saying that, yeah, we're going to that exact location, we're going, boys. No. But think of it this way. If you have interests, there's a high possibility that you'll find a dream woman with the same interests at the same place. Like, for example, take me. I'm a fucking nerd, and I goddamn love it. Like, I collect Warhammer, I collect Pokemon, and I collect Lego Star Wars. I have my own sort of collection. That's mine, that makes me unique compared to that dude over there that just sits and plays video games every day. Just to give you an example. If I wanted a nerd girlfriend, where would I go? Shit, I would go to conventions. I would go to cosplay things. I would go to the library because fuck, I love reading. I mean, I love reading about fantasy. I love reading about self-improvement. If I were to find a quality woman that I could see myself down the future with, where would I go? Locations like the gym, locations like the library, cosplay con, Comic Con, whatever the fuck it is. But my goal wouldn't be like, okay, step 1, go to this location. Step 2, Sky is analyze and find a quality woman. Target found. We're locking in, boys. No. It's much more simpler than that. That just live your life and do your thing. I'll give you just an example. Not mine, it was a friend of mine that actually gave me this. I remember he was actually going out for a run one time. And he ran past, not the, my friend comes this direction and she comes the opposite direction. And the moment they lock eye contact for a second, and right before she's about to run past him, he just stops dead in his tracks. Which confuses the shit out of her because she stops too. And then he just goes along. Wow, you're stunning. He just said that out. And she said thanks. And he just jumped to the opportunity and said, I was just wondering if I could have your phone number or join you for the run. Damn, that motherfucker is lucky. Because it worked. He was just authentic. He just took the moment of opportunity. He didn't think it was, of course, God knows that it was most likely destiny for him, just automatically just stopped in his dead of his tracks, and that is maybe a great example of something just pure fate happened. But that's just to give you an example that if an opportunity arises, I would recommend taking it. And I remember that back in the day, there was a friend, also another ex-friend of mine. We're not friends anymore. He used to judge people based on how they looked. Like, he was jacked as fuck. He still is. But he had the mindset of, oh, a woman is supposed to have this sort of body shape. If she's not worth dating. He forgot that that is a person too, and has their own life, and at the same time, there's things going on inside their brain. So he was just seeking out women for their body. He did achieve what he was looking for, but that relationship lasted more than 2 months, and then he got a reality slap to the face after that sort of relationship. He's doing better off now, and he's a pretty good man, to be fairly honest. That mindset where you're looking for someone just because of their specific body type, it was wrong. What you're looking for is a future wife. The reason we're dating is that you're looking for a future with that specific person. And that's the whole point of dating, to be fairly honest. I hate this local just, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to hook up just to get this stimulation. No. Bro, please keep that face. Just find a quality woman in places where you usually go. You will never find them at home, in your basement, or in your room. Maybe on your computer if you're going that direction, but we're not fucking aiming for that. You will find them at random opportunities, and when you go outside, fucking touch grass. When you have the opportunity to speak to a woman, don't fucking overthink it. Shoot your shot. If you make yourself awkward, if you put yourself in a weird position, imagine this. Cool, at least I tried. With the mindset of, I tried speaking to that stunning woman. Oh, she's married and she has kids. All right, fine by me. But just don't go out hunting for them. If you are on Tinder, I'm not saying delete the app immediately and focus on yourself. If you want Tinder and you use it maybe 5-10 minutes a day with self-control, go for it. Just stop seeking validation is what I'm trying to say. Because when you're seeking validation, you're missing something. And that's over to the next point. Love yourself before you love someone else. Because if you cannot love yourself, How can you expect someone else to love you? And that's a deep quote, to be fairly honest, that never expect anyone else to love you if you cannot even love yourself. Take 2 years ago, I absolutely fucking hated myself. Fast forward 2 years, up until this point, I'm starting to actually love myself and appreciate the hard work that I'm doing. That I'm glad that I have these work pants because I'm going to work in 20 minutes. I'm glad I have these work pants. I'm glad I have my jobs. I'm glad I put myself on the line, got those jobs that I have. Even though there are days I fucking hate it there, I love myself that I got the position I am in right now. I love myself for making all these past mistakes. I love myself for failing. Because then future me can grow, then present me can understand that I've done this before, it doesn't fucking work this way, we'll skip it. And I absolutely love myself for failing more times than I can count on my bare fingers. It is you versus you. Fuck everyone else, but seek guidance when you need it. Be authentic with yourself and stop faking it, and don't surround yourself with people that you don't give a shit about. Take care, boys. Woo!